Okay, so obviously I've been trying to find the lawyer for the judicial review, and I named and shamed Cartwright King, even though their website said that they did judicial reviews. But apparently they're only to do with judicial reviews for immigration, and Benjamin Trott, not Trottimus, stated that he would look for lawyers, and this is a lawyer who has contacts in the field, and in all of the country, all he could find was 2 lawyers that maybe could take on this judicial review, so I need to contact them and hope that they actually can, and hope that they actually respond to the case. But in the whole of the UK, a lawyer can only find 2 other lawyers that might be able to take on the case. That's how hard this is to get a judicial review for this, where the council have screwed me over and illegally withheld compensation. They illegally withheld benefits that ruined my life. Essentially 6 years of my life they entirely ruined. So yeah, it's not easy. And on top of this, obviously the neighbours from hell have been back and are not in right now. But they were banging away again last night, and they banged away, and then they left at 6:30 AM because I've been putting music on during the daytime, so if they don't let me sleep at night, they can't sleep in the daytime. But it seems that they're going elsewhere to go to sleep, and then they're going to come back again tonight and bang about and talk all night above my bed loudly so that I don't get any sleep, and I've been getting for the past week about an hour of sleep a night, so it's not good. And when they were here before, it went on for months and months and months, and the council didn't do anything. And on top of that, where they had trash in the garden, they had about 10 bags of trash. This was before the Birmingham bin problems, and they'd flight it on the lawn. Did they get letters like I've got where it says, we're going to pursue you for fly tipping, if you don't do this by the end of the month you will have a community order against you, community protection order? And, this has only arisen because I put the ASBO complaint in against the neighbours who have been preventing me getting sleep, which is damaging for my mental health. And, I'm not able to get on with anything because, most of my time is spent trying to just feel okay. I'm already shit enough as it is, but then with sleep deprivation it's not easy, And on top of trying to lose weight and maintain weight loss, now, because 1 hour sleep a night, because it makes my head hurt, and the only thing that really fixes that is chocolate and sugar. So I've been eating a lot of chocolate and sugar to try and maintain the lack of sleep I'm being allowed to have, and it's not good. And were they pursued for their trash? No. Are they pursued for their severely overgrown garden? No. The council is attacking me for no reason, just for raising a complaint about the neighbours because they're preventing me sleeping, and I need to sleep, and it's not nice, that they're staying up all night banging about and talking all night above my bed, and they don't give a shit. And yeah, I just want something done about it so that I can sleep. It's not a lot to ask, I just want to be able to sleep at night. So, yeah, not fun, not good. And obviously, if I had other things going on in my life, if I had Steph back, then obviously I'd have nicer things to focus on, and, it'd be nice to see her again. And obviously, if we were dating, I'd be able to go spend nights at hers and catch up on sleep, but obviously I'm not, I'm a shitty single life, so yeah, not fun at all. And I had to go to a job interview in Cannock Chase, and it's essentially Wolverhampton, but the people there are so fucking weird. They stare at you. It's like, outsider, what's an outsider doing here? And it's like, fucking hell, do you all have to stare at me so hard, walk into this job interview? And I'm like, fucking hell, it was not good at all, it's like, why? And, like that much of an outsider, you have to stare, and then one person's like, where are you going? What are you doing? What are you doing there? Oh, you're meeting someone there. And it's like, knows his hell. It's like it's some sort of either infested with aliens, or, some sort of government town that's run by secret agents, and anyone that's there is, it's like one of those science fiction movies where something's off about the place that you just can't put your finger on. It was Landywoods. So yeah, don't ever get a train to Landywoods. It's a bit weird there. The people are so fucking weird and stare at you and what are you doing? Who are you? What's this new person doing in our town? It's like, Jesus Christ. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, I'm trying to get on with the garden, but now they've given me shitty time till the end of the month to clear the mound of dirt, and then, you know, now even though where I was meant to be going in for talking about the ASBO, where they ambushed me with the garden thing, 90% of the time they were talking about the garden, but they did say that the fence was alright, but now that the letter that I've received is like, you have to get written permission to put up any fence, and if you don't, you know, we're still going to pursue you for blah 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 blah. It's like, you know, they're just trying to look for excuses to kick me out now, and it's like, why, you know, is it just because I'm running this LGO complaint and, you know, you've already been shitty and illegal to me, do you need to attack me? And if you're not pursuing the neighbours for their overgrowth and their shitty behaviour and all the bags of trash that they left for longer, fly tipped on the property, than this, and you're pursuing me, and if you didn't pursue them, then, well, you know, you're behaving completely illegally, so it's not good, but, you know, it's a hard struggle right now because I have to look for work, and on top of that, you know, maintain myself and cook and eat and do all this shit, and, you know, I haven't been looking after myself properly and cooking and doing all this stuff, and just too much to get on with, and, you know, shitty life. I want to step back, but, you know, it's like, hey, you were arranging to get a date and then all blah blah blah. I shouldn't keep going on about it, but it still hurts, so, you know, there's not a lot I can say on that, and I don't know, it's a bit weird, but why isn't she just deleting me, you know, if you're not even going to talk to me, why keep me about if you're so happy with this guy, you know, just delete me already, don't, you know, leave me hanging. And why did you go out of your way to try and hide the fact that you were going out with this guy? And like, you know, I'm sure she's cared because we were arranging dates, but, you know, it's just the mind of the other person if they won't speak to you about it. But, you know, maybe it's just awkward to bring up. It's like, you know, yes, we were going to arrange a date, but now I'm with this guy and blah 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 blah. But, you know, I don't want to see that work out, and I don't want to see all that. So. Anyway, there's a lot that I should be getting on with as well, like gameplay and game reviews, and yes, there's still videos going up, but again, this is a backlog that I've built up, so I tried recording a couple of things, but I just end up sounding really shitty and down in the dumps in them, and it doesn't make for a good video when you're doing that, so that's not ideal, and there'll be more that I'd like to do on this again, but, you know, it's like, again, it's not ideal when you're lack of sleep and lack of energy and lack of anything, and before doing this I've had some weird coffee infused cookies that I don't even like the taste of that much, they're disgusting, but on top of about 3 big giant mugs of tea. Imagine a Sports Direct cup, but not a Sports Direct cup because I don't have that anymore, but that sort of size, and everyone's got a Sports Direct cup around here. If you haven't, then you're not from Birmingham. And you know what the Sports Direct cup is. It's like its own meme. Like there's normal cups, and then there's the Sports Direct cup, and that's a proper cup of tea. It's like, anyway, yeah, I'm rambling and shit, but I really need to sort myself out and paint the walls and get out all this other shit that I haven't been able to get on with, because, you know, I haven't finished painting the wall and damp proofing and putting the carpet down, all this other shit, because it's all just so much that I have to get on with it. I just want the compensation I deserve. I just want life to work out. I want to be able to sleep at night without shitheads upstairs banging about and talking all through the night in the room above my bed, because, you know, it would be nice to just be able to have a nice sleep and not get an hour and then, oh look, bangity bangity bang, oh we're going to talk above your head, blah 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 blah. Oh, you're knocked because you've asked a million times for us to go into the other room and we don't listen, and when you said that you're going to tap on the ceiling to say, hey, could you please go into your room, no, instead we're just going to stomp 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 back down and go, oh, we're fucking shitheads and we'll speak fucking louder. And it's like, you know, it's just been deliberate dickheads at that point, you know. I'm asking nicely, I've just gone tap tap tap, please could you go in the other fucking room, you know. Obviously I haven't said fucking room like that. But I really should maybe just go full on angry at them, but they don't give a shit. They don't look after their part of the garden. It's all fucking overgrown and shit. And, you know, what you saw in the back garden as well, I've cut that back down so that it doesn't overgrow onto mine, and that's had it cut back down, and you don't want to see the front. You really don't. And even then I've cleared the path from the fucking stinging nettles that have grown out of there, so just so I can walk in and out the house. And I shouldn't have to look after their half of the garden. It's not good. And no, the council want to attack me for digging up all the weeds and planting some flowers, because oh no, there's a mound of dirt. No, you complained about these fucking shitheads that won't let you sleep. Oh yeah, but I finally got a hospital appointment. Finally got a hospital appointment, so maybe we'll find out. Maybe I've got cancer! Because Emma Rose Smith, she does YouTube stuff as well, she had some of the symptoms, and I was asking her, you know, let me know, and it turned out she had cancer. But that's been treated and she's okay now, I believe. But I've, you know, a lot of the same symptoms, so maybe I've got bowel cancer, and that's going to be fucking great, isn't it? And I bet it's fucking inoperable, and then it's going to be, you know, well, you know, you tried to kill yourself repeatedly for months and months and months, and now, you know, you're probably going to have inoperable cancer, and you're just going to die from that. What a fucking fantastic existence. You get to see your girlfriend go off with some new guy who's basically you, but, you know, not you, so, you know, you can see her having fun with him and enjoying what you could have had, because you just missed out, and then, you know, you're just going to have a shitty fucking end, then, yeah. So, yeah, I'm sure, bound to be cancer, isn't it? And, you know, I've already said, you know, the things that, like, you know, there are better treatments and things to fund, but hey, you know, what can you say? I'd still stick with that even if I got cancer, you know. If you're going to invest in charities, there are more treatable, more curable conditions, and, you know, more debilitating ones that I support. But, you know, it's like cancer's one of the intreatable things that's very hard to manage and treat and look after. So, you know, there's all this funding that goes into cancer, when if all the funding that went into that went into all these other conditions, then a lot of them would be conditioned. And then in the news are talking about gene splicing and all that, with, you know, removing heart defects and all that from birth. But, you know, would you? It's like they're saying, you know, it could lead to genetic modification to all things like intelligence and all that, and blah 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 blah. But if you're just removing the heart problem gene, then, you know, obviously it does create a better future in one aspect, in the fact that you're wiping out that, but also you're reducing genetic diversity, because who knows, these conditions could eventually, you know, because of your body fighting against that condition, maybe you end up with some sort of antibody or gene that could fight a future biological agent, or, you know, genetic abnormality. You know, you don't know what the knock-on effect of that is, so it's better to not mess with it, because by eliminating that gene, maybe you're eliminating some future cure or human evolution that would have happened. So it's a very, very complicated process that you don't really want to go down, and it's not really something that we should be doing or thinking about. Things like America going, oh, but you did this, so, you know, UK, you should go ahead and do that. And it's like, yeah, well, fucking Brexit, isn't it? Because in Brexit, all the rules are going to get ripped up and everything's going to be shit. We are going to be dystopia UK, so you've got that to look forward to. All the rules are going to be out the window, anything that matters is going to be out the window. Oh yeah, all this protection, we can just rip it up. Who needs health and safety in the food? And yeah, we'll just wash it in chlorine, and who gives a shit if it's not safe anymore? It's cheap! Oh, we're cheap UK! It's like, so yeah, everything is going out the window. That's, you know, that's my life anyway, isn't it? It's just a big shithole on top of shitholes. It's shitholes all the way down. There's my turtles all the way down, you know, it's the earth on top of turtles on top of turtles. It's not turtles. Those turtles died a long time ago. It's now shitballs piled on shitballs with the little flimsy earth on top. It's shit balls all the way down, and if you look too deep, you know, you're in the shit, and yeah. It's better to be ignorant and not think about the world, because if you look, you'll see that really a lot of it is shit and people taking advantage of things, and not really good, but that's the modern age, you know, we're fighting back, but at the end of the day you get punished for it, you know, so yeah, it's not good. So honestly, end small. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.